If I try to make very specific and discipline-oriented goals for creativity, I end up just hating the process. I'm going to talk about my intentions for 2024. They are all related to creativity and art making. I think of those as guiding stars and inspirations and positive things that are going to guide me through the year. Let's get a little bit personal, and I'm going to show you where I recorded my intentions for this year. Okay, so this is the page. I made this page in my Hobonichi Hon planner. I made a video about it, so I will leave a link if you want to check it out after this one. But today I want to talk specifically about intentions. I've been setting intentions and writing them down in different ways since 2018. The first time that I did some kind of exercise like this, I used Procreate and I made a drawing that ended up being my first journal entry. I considered doing the same for this year, but instead I just collected thoughts and ideas and words that inspired me. There is French, there is English, but I'm going to tell you everything about it. The first idea, and maybe what I would like my theme to be for this year, is patience. The definition here is patience is a capacity to persevere in an enterprise that is long and full of obstacles. I have some synonyms here: constancy, courage, endurance, and perseverance. This is not the full definition, but this is kind of the definition that captures the idea that I have with this word and how I want it to guide me during the year. Then I have a quote in English. It's what inspired me to put patience here in the first place. Remember that patience is often the shortest way. And this is not someone famous said this kind of situation. It's just something that I read on someone's Instagram story, and I don't even remember who it was, but I don't care. I like this idea. This is something that would improve my artwork and my creative process. Then I wrote John Galt because I just wanted to have a title for every kind of idea. This is a quote from Atlas Shrugged. I have it in French because I read it in French. This is a very influential book for me, and this is a quote that was part of my 2023 inspirations, and it's still a very inspiring one for me. So this is a very small part of John Galt's statement. This is how to develop as an artist. I took this from a recent read. I am quoting Schadler here. I didn't think this would be an inspirational book. There is a section called How to Develop as an Artist where she gives advice that I find extremely helpful and inspirational and concrete and applicable, so I wrote it here. These are kind of the qualities that you need: love and talent, self-motivation, strong work ethic, discipline and drive, professional skills, and perseverance. Then this is from another section. She talks about your artistic conscience, and her point is that the fastest way to improve your art is to listen to your artistic conscience. These are precepts from Cennini in a very well-known book for egg tempera painting. He was an Italian master who wrote El Libro dell'Arte, and this is, I think, at the beginning of the book. I wrote these pages at a point when I was feeling very down artistically and uninspired, and I just thought about this poem. I wish I knew about it from the actual book, Leaves of Grass. This is a poem by Walt Whitman, but I'm going to be honest with you here. The only reason I know about this is because of the iPad ad. I think it was the iPad Pro around 2012 that had this poem said by Robin Williams in the Dead Poets Society in the ad. So this is how I came to know about the poem. This is how I came to know about the movie.
That you are here. That life exists and identity. That the powerful play goes on and you may contribute a verse.
And I still like it. I still find this inspirational and moving, so I wanted to have it here. Then this is a quote from the introduction of a novel. This is the novel, it's Der Steppenwolf. In English it has the German title. This is from a German author and I highly recommend it. It was very interesting to read. And the introduction has a letter that the author wrote to a friend of his where he talks about his task as a writer. And he says that his task isn't to give to other people what is objectively the best, but rather to give them what is uniquely his, and to do so in a way that is as pure and as sincere as possible. I'm sorry about this quick translation, but I think you can get the idea. I absolutely love this. This may be the kind of quotes that will be written again for my next year, like this one, because this resonates with me on a very deep level. Then I added another word like patience, another general theme or idea, and this is authenticity. Again, I have the definition in French and I added this little part of the definition. It says deep value in which a being engages themselves and express their personality. This is not a very strict ritual and I don't expect to change my life or anything. This is just something that is enjoyable in itself for me and inspirational, and I wouldn't advise anyone to do the same unless they want to. It's about something to do if you want to do it, and because it's enjoyable and inspirational in itself, it really shouldn't be something that you have to do. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. This is going to be my message for this video. I think this idea of intentions for me came from videos that I was watching years ago, and the original exercise was to pick a theme for the year. I still enjoy the concept of a theme, and if I had to pick one for me from everything I've gathered, I think this year it would be patience. This is what I want to build up the most, and I'm curious to know what it would be for you if you want to choose a word for the year. Maybe a word, maybe a quote, maybe an expression, whatever speaks to you the most. If you want to share it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos from me. Thank you very much for watching, stay creative, and I will see you in the next one.